So guess who just decided to randomly do a Spookoplathon vlog? I am starting this on Monday the 14th of October. I went back and forth on whether I was actually going to do a Spookoplathon, not even a vlog, even if I was just going to participate. At first I was like, yeah, definitely, I love this. And then I was like, let's just not do any readathons for a while. I got to the point where I finished a book last night and I was like, well, now I don't know what to read. I never made an October TBR, so I've just been like kind of mood reading, which has been great, but I'm also like, I'd like a tiny little bit of structure, so let's do Spookopoly. So I'm just gonna roll as I go. We will see what happens. So got the board, let's go find something to read. Alright, so I've just got the board up on my iPad. I have 2 dice, and then for my little like counter, my niece just gave me this the other day. It's a little Wren that she saw at the shops and she was like, oh, I have to get that. And I was like, oh, that's so cute. So we're gonna start off the board and let's do the first roll. Ooh, sorry for any shaking. Of course, I got doubles. Pumpkin carving. Okay. I need to look up what that is about. I also got a double. Should I just do the next roll now and I'll read 2 before I update? Yes. Alright, so I'm gonna do my extra roll now. I think I'll only do like 4 rolls, but now it's gotta be 5. 8. Ooh, what's that? Jason. Okay. Alright, so it took me a while to figure out A, what the prompts were, and then B, the books for the prompts. So the pumpkin carving prompt is faces on the cover. And this works out well because I got from the library the other day Ghosts by a bunch of like comedians, because it's I don't know, a companion or just like extra content from the BBC show Ghosts, which I love, and I have been really wanting to watch it the past couple weeks. And I first watched it when I was in England with Kirsty. She showed it to me and I was like, oh my god, I'm obsessed. Yeah, Ghosts is an amazing TV show. It's about this couple that moves into this very old home, and the female main character takes a bit of a tumble and she has like a near-death experience. And ever since then, she can see ghosts. And her house is actually inhabited by quite a few ghosts. And it's like a comedy series. It's very funny. I like the ghost lore as well. I thought that was really good. And I just love it. It's so like wholesome and fun. It's such a good time. I really want to rewatch it. Unfortunately, I only have the audiobook, and I think it's like a full cast, and it's the cast from the TV show, which is awesome. So that's for pumpkin carving, and that's like a 4-hour audiobook, so that's great for me. And then the Jason prompt was a 13-letter title. Let me tell you, this was really difficult. I had so many 12-letter titles and I was like, very frustrating. So I'm definitely trying to keep all of my reads for this vlog Halloween themed. I'm going for the horrors or the paranormals, anything that's a little bit on the creepy side. So I was scrolling through Hoopla, and I finally found one that I know of, had vague interest at reading at one point in my life, and fits the prompt. So I found Blood Countess by Lana Popovic. I remember years ago I really wanted to read this, and then I don't know, I just took it off like my want to read and like never thought about it. So a historical YA horror novel based on the infamous real inspiration for Countess Dracula. Like, it could be very interesting, so I don't know. But it is YA, so that would probably help. But those are the 2 books that I'm going to start today, and I have so much to do today. I actually have a little to-do list. So this is my to-do list for today. So I've got a lot to do. We'll see if I actually get to do them. So lots to do. The house is kind of a mess because we just couldn't be bothered. There's the boy, the one everyone wants to see. Look at his little potato body. You a potato? Excuse me, Mr. Potato. Hello. Did I disturb you? Oh, yes, I did. You know. You cutie. Are you a cutie? Yeah, you're just like, please leave. Alright, it has been several hours now. I've done a lot. Some other little bits around the house I've gotten done as well, which is awesome. I went to the library and I picked up 2 of my holds. So the first one is volume 2 of Delicious in Dungeon by Ryoko Kui. I am thoroughly obsessed with the anime. It's on Netflix. It's so freaking good. I love it and I cannot wait to read it. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Next, I picked up She Loves to Cook and She Loves to Eat by Sakomi Yuzaki. This is a sapphic contemporary plus-size manga. It looks super cute. I did want to read this for thick thighs, but it only just came in now. I have wanted to read this for a long time as well because, I don't know, it just seems like it could be really cute. I hope this will be good. I also am not going to be reading either of these in this vlog. I just thought I should tell you. I went to the library and it was a good time. I just finished reading Ghosts and 5 stars. Like, obviously it was going to be 5 stars. Of course it was. I had so much fun and I was messaging Kirsty about it because obviously she was the one that introduced it to me. There was just some really cute moments and she was like, oh my god, I need to read this. So I think she's gonna go and read it now as well, which is fun. It was so good. It was just these little, almost like historical artifacts of all of the ghosts in Button House. And it's just like bits from their lives. There are like postcards from Pat's travels. There are like speeches from Julian, like rejected manuscripts from... Okay, I got my phone. His name is Thomas. So just like little bits and pieces from their lives. It was so good to have these little extra moments from these ghosts. Like so much fun. Alison would do like 10 questions to each of the ghosts. And they're all like the same kind of questions. Like, you know, when were you born? When did you die? How did you die? Favorite food? Favorite drink? Favorite song? Biggest regret? And any like words of wisdom. And the first one was Robin's, and Robin is like the caveman. He's quite old. He is so funny. He is very intelligent, so it just makes it even funnier that when Alison asked him like, you know, any words of wisdom, and he was like, no, took me 1,000 years to get this smart. I'm not going to give you any shortcuts. I was like, that's hilarious. And it was just so Robin. It was so good. The ending actually nearly got me because it was like a letter from Julian, who's this like sleazeball politician kind of vibe. The last one was a letter he had written, but like after he had died. And it almost got me a bit teary. It was so good. I loved it. Yeah, 5 stars. Absolutely love it. And I've now been watching Ghosts just for the last little bit. But I should probably do some other stuff. And I should probably start The Blood Countess. Like, I don't know if I actually want to read it though, but 13 letters is really difficult to find. Especially because I want something that's kind of horror-esque. Like, I can get so many that are 12 letters. So many that are 11, but like 13? So difficult. I'm gonna try and find a different book for the Jason prompt. Alright, I've just finished my book for the Jason prompt, which was 13 letters. I did end up finding a different book, so I didn't read Blood Countess. I actually read I'm Afraid of Men by Vivek Shraya. I have been wanting to read this book for a long time, but I've always been a little scared. because I often felt like it would be emotional and potentially a little traumatizing as a gender non-conforming person, if you will. I was right. This is a non-fiction, right? And it's, I don't know, a collection of essays maybe from Vivek Shraya, who is a trans woman, and it just talks about like her experience like before transitioning and while she was transitioning, just her experiences with men, because she's also bisexual, so there's that to complicate matters, which I totally understand as a bisexual. It's just like, why men? You know, it was hard-hitting for some points, and some things that she talked about in regards to men and just the way that society is built around them and the almost performative nature of some trans people when they're around men, that really hit close to home. This definitely did like fit the vibe of what I wanted for this reading vlog, which was those kind of unsettling vibes, I guess. This fit because it was confronting and I want to say like hidden trauma, but more on the fact of like one wrong move could have changed everything and made everything so traumatizing, you know? Stuff like that. But I think I'm gonna give this, is it a 5-star? I don't know. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give it a 4.75. Not quite a 5-star. I think I just need to sit with it longer, but it was really good. Highly recommend. It's a short read. It's like an hour audiobook. And in that time, I packed my bag mostly for going to see Stray Kids. Ooh. So I'm going to see Stray Kids this weekend. It's going to be awesome. I am going to Melbourne to see them, and I can't believe I'm going to my first K-pop concert. But now we have to go choose my next book. So let's go roll. Alright, so I flipped the board around so we can see these a bit more clearly. But time to roll. 7. Oh, okay, a feed scroll. Interesting, alright.
Swear I won't forget this, why do I regret this? In my mind reckless, thoughts are feeling endless. Sitting up I'm breathless, anxiety's infectious. I feel so defenseless, betrayed and embarrassed. I hate being open, I hate being broken. I feel like an ocean filled up with emotion. Anger ain't a potion, rub it on like lotion. I can feel it soaking, reopen, the scars have awoken. I can't move on till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hold. Cause I can't move on till I let go. I can't move on till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hold. Cause I can't move on till I let go.
So I'm very sick. I've got a cold or something. I've had it for maybe a week, but it's just gotten really bad in the last couple of days. And it's even worse when I am going to see Stray Kids in a few days and I have to get on a plane and I don't feel well. So not much has been happening because I'm just trying to get better. So hopefully that works. But I am 24% of the way through A Soul to Keep. So partway through chapter 10. And I'm... it's a book. I'm not super enjoying it like at all. It's kind of boring. I don't really like the main character. I don't like the writing style. Like I'm not having a good time. And so what I do anytime that I am not enjoying a book is I go on Storygraph and I look at the reviews and I see what other people are saying. But I found this review. It's from Lacey Parrish. They gave the book 5 stars. But they said, if I had rated this based on the first 20%, I would have DNF'd the book. Which is kind of where I'm at. So I wanted to really like this, but it's not working for me, you know? Then this review goes on to say, but I pushed through because I didn't know enough about the world yet to give up on it. I'm super glad that I did because I ended up binging the last 60% in one evening. I don't see that happening for me personally. At the end of this review, it says, fair warning that this is not your typical monster romance. Knowing that it's not like a typical monster romance is like, okay, maybe I should keep going and like give it its fair go. The thing is, it's not terrible. And I think that's what's tripping me up. Is it because it's not terrible? I'm like, oh, maybe it'll be good. I don't think, no matter how good this book is, I don't think I could give this a 5-star. Because I've spent so long not caring about it that I would have to lower its star rating. Alright, it's the next day and I haven't read any more of A Soul to Keep, and you know what? I'm not going to. I went back and forth on whether I wanted to keep reading this or not all last night. I put a poll up on Instagram of should I DNF this book or should I keep going, and the majority was just DNF the book. So I'm going to take everyone's advice and DNF the book. Couldn't it have just been a monster romance? I think that's just what I wanted from it, was just a typical monster romance, and it was not that. Which means we now have to roll again for another book. Alright, so we got the little Wren on feed scroll. Got the die. Let's roll. Oh, you really cannot see that. There we go, that's a bit better. Damn it. Dice roll roulette. So I think that means I have to roll the dice and every dot on the die means a certain amount of page numbers, and then I have to find a book between that particular range. I think it's just one die. So let's just do this. Fuck. No, I don't want that one. I don't want to. Alright, I'm gonna look up the rules and then I'm gonna try and find a book with probably a huge amount of pages. Wish me luck. Alright, I found the information, so I do have to roll both of these. So unfortunately, I'm gonna be fair and keep the 6 and we'll just roll that. Oh, you've got to be... Of course! Of course! Of bloody course. 575 plus pages? No, I'm not doing that to myself, so we're just gonna roll again. We'll roll them both at the same time, okay? Okay. Right, both together. Just don't do double 6 and we'll be fine. I guess that's slightly more manageable. So a 9 is 425 to 474. DNFing A Soul to Keep, best decision ever. So I have started The Ghost in the Hall by K.M. Avery. It's 472 pages. I have this on my Kindle. I think I have the whole series on Kindle, but I'm listening to the audiobook and I am nearly an hour into the audiobook. I love it. I'm already so invested. I love the writing. I like the character. I like the world that's been set up. I can see where the plot is gonna go. Like, it's all making sense and I'm having a good time. Okay, slightly better. Now I don't have to hold it. It's really hot today. It got up to 30 degrees. Yeah, so I've listened to nearly an hour. It's so good. This is about a guy who can see ghosts, and now he like does that professionally and helps people out with whatever issues they have with people that have died. Something is wrong with the case that he's currently on. Oh, there's a puppy. There's a puppy. Wait, dude, puppy. Puppy? Puppy? Hello. Hello. Hi. He's a good puppy. Yeah. I'm just gonna go talk to my cabinets for a bit, okay? Okay. As of this first hour, our main character has done a really good job on the backstory. So we find out how he's like, I'm done with this, I'm going back to bed. So fair. So yeah, he did a really good job of explaining the backstory. So the way that some people have got magical powers in this universe is through a pandemic. As he was describing the pandemic, I was like, I wonder when this was written. And it was written in 2021, or it was published in 2021. And I was like, okay, that makes sense, because everything that it was talking about, pandemic-wise, I was like, all of that happened. But that's something that happened. People either died from the pandemic, or they gained particular powers, or they transformed. So those are the three kind of things that could have happened to people if they got this virus. And so for our main character, he got magical powers and he can talk to the dead. Whereas the love interest, which I haven't met yet but is in the synopsis, got transformed into an orc. So he's big and green with tusks and all that kind of goodness. So, love that. Didn't realize there was going to be a monster romance in with this, so love that. And it's good, right? It's so entertaining, really interesting. I want to know more about what's happening. I want to follow this main character as he does his job and communes with ghosts and all that kind of stuff. Alright, we're going to do something a little different right now because it's been a few days since I last filmed anything for this vlog because I've been very, very ill and I've been trying to recover because today I'm getting on a plane and I'm going to Melbourne because I have tickets to see Stray Kids. It's gonna be awesome. I feel a little bit like death, but not too much like death, so that should be fine. But I'm going for 4 days and I know in those 4 days I will finish The Ghost in the Hall. But yeah, this is it's a really good book. It's almost 5-star prediction a little bit, maybe? Sorry for all the spinning, I had to just move. It's really good, I'm really loving it. I'm currently, I think I'm 54% of the way through, loving it. I have no issues so far, so it's going really, really well. I will definitely finish it in the next 4 days, but I'm not taking my camera with me, I'm not taking my iPad with me either, so I won't be able to do any Spookoplathon rolls. So we're gonna do the roll now, and then I'll have something to read while I'm over there, and then I can tell you all about it when I get back. If I have a voice after I get back, because I'm going to be screaming. Okay, so we left off on Dice Roll Roulette. Got the die here. I think this is technically our last go. We landed on pumpkin carving first, and then we got the double, which took us to Jason. And then the second one was feed scroll. The third one was Dice Roulette. This is technically our last roll, so that's kind of fun. Let's hope it's a good one. Ooh, what is that? 5. Seance. Okay, so I've basically done only train stations or corner spaces. Cool, and the one lone actual space. So a seance. Okay, I need to go look up what this is. So seance is actually kind of a scary prompt. Oh. I'm sorry, Kirsty. So, seance is to do a random letter generator. So that's mildly terrifying because I have literally no choice. I have a spinner wheel. Let's see what it does. Oh, this is hard to do when I only have one hand. Okay, maybe? Maybe? No. Okay, there we go. G. G? What do I have that's a G that I can take with me on a plane when I already don't have enough space? I think it's time to consult the Kindle for this one. I have been scouring my Kindle because I am taking my Kindle with me. It's lighter than trying to carry several books. So I put it in alphabetical order and I have 3 options for what I could read. I'm going to download them all because I'll just see, what I'm in the mood for. So the first option is Games We Play by Dana Eiley. I have wanted to read this for ages. It's like a dark erotica, I guess. It's not really a romance, about like a video gamer. I don't know. It's really short. I think it was like 60 pages or something. The cover is amazing. Like, that cover is just doing so much of the work. Then we have Gardening with a Ghost by Amanda Neuweiser. This is a queer, small town paranormal romance where this guy can bring the living back to life, but he was unable to do that for his mother, so he decides to only use his abilities on plants, which is adorable. But then he like takes a gardening case at this old manor, and there's a lot of mysteries happening, so who knows. That could definitely be a contender, considering I'm loving A Ghost in the Hall. They're not like similar, but they have enough similar points that I could definitely be in the mood for that after I finish A Ghost in the Hall. So who knows. And then the last one is one that I have wanted to read forever. And I keep like, this is one of those books where it's like, oh, I'll read it like on a special occasion. Meaning I'll read it during Halloween, and then it's just never happened. And then anytime I see it, I'm like, oh gosh, I really want to read that, but I'll save it for Halloween. And then Halloween comes and goes, and I don't read it. But lo and behold, it is October. It is that time of year when people start reading all of the like creepy stuff, the paranormal stuff. So perfect time for me to finally pick this up. So this is kind of hilarious. It's called Ghosted by Kat Adams. And it's about a woman and a genie. And the genie's lamp, if you will, is a big blue dildo. Love that. It seems like it's just going to be so much fun and just hilarity all the way through. So I do definitely want to read that. I also love the cover. It's like the color scheme of that cover. It's really good. It sounds so funny, and I'm really keen for that as well. So I've downloaded all three. I will see what kind of mood I'm in while I'm over there. Those are my options. I'll see which one I choose. Hi. I've been to Stray Kids. I wasn't gonna film anything, but my voice can go occasionally hilarious. I went to the concert yesterday. It was amazing. I am fully decked out in Stray Kids merch. It's great. I have lost my voice. You may or may not hear it when I'm speaking. It goes in and out and in and out. It's very, very funny. But I love speaking because it sounds so funny. Oh, it's very funny. A quick update reading wise, I have been doing a lot of reading. Not all of it is for this Spookopoly vlog that I'm actually currently doing, but I have been reading The Ghost from the Hall. I'm about, I think I've got like 2 hours left. So it's going really well. I'm predicting a 5-star because I'm really, really enjoying it. I love the characters. The characters are really fun. The tone of the book, the tone of the book is really, really fun. But it also deals with like some really serious topics, and it does hint at some like, I don't know, like political topics, I guess, like racism and homophobia and like misogyny, all of those types of things. It really it talks about those. So it's a really, really interesting read. I'm really enjoying it. I love how they've kind of turned like COVID into this you can get magical powers type situation. Love that. And you know that the virus like continues to be a thing, and it'll always continue to be a thing. There's like this whole plot to do with this house, and how there's like 67 ghosts that are stuck there, and our main character, who's the medium, he is trying to like save them while also like starting this new relationship and continuing on his career, because he's doing a lot of like Halloween stuff. Like, it's his busiest time of the year, but he's still trying to do all these things. And he also has a lot of past trauma from relationships. He's trying to deal with that. And like it's really good to like see him heal and everything. And yeah, I love this like light-hearted tone. I really love it. I have just gotten to the part of the book where it would be like a third act breakup, but like very late in the third act. I don't know if it'll be like a breakup, but there's definitely some tension within the relationship right now, but it feels very genuine with what has been happening with the plot. So like I'm kind of fine with where that is heading. But yeah, still predicting a 5-star. I think it's going to be great. I'm going to try and finish it tonight while I pack up my suitcase and everything, because I'm going home tomorrow. And then probably on the plane, I think I'm going to start reading. I think I'm going to go with Ghosted because it's what I'm most excited for. But yeah, that's the update that I just wanted to document how hilarious my voice sounds. This is honestly the best it's sounded all day. But like my goal for the Stray Kids concert was to lose my voice, so mission accomplished. I'm back. Can't even talk. It's like I'm back from Stray Kids. Yeah, I got back yesterday. Oh, I had such a good time. Stray Kids was amazing. Oh, it's so good. Reading wise, I did finish Ghosted by Cat Adams. So I read most of this on the plane, and then I think I had like 20 pages left. So I read that last night. Ooh, this was an interesting read, to say the least. So this is about a genie who is unable to grant wishes because he's missing a piece of himself, because he kind of betrayed a witch. That is the most PG way I can describe the plot. And then this woman summons him, and then they try and find the missing piece to restore him, basically. What I keep thinking about with this is it's like if someone watched the original Disney Aladdin while they were horny and high. It's wild. It's so wild. Like, what was going through this author's mind when they watched Aladdin, kind of thing. I don't know if YouTube is gonna like take down this video if I say particular words. Alright, let me try and describe what is happening in this book. So, the genie doesn't have a lamp. He has a blue plastic phallic shaped electronic device, often used for pleasure. Do you get what I mean? So when someone uses that device, he gets summoned. The missing piece to him is another blue plastic-esque device, not mechanical, a different shape that goes further back than the other one. Do you understand? Like, I don't care about saying the words, but I don't know if YouTube would care if I said the words. The woman that summoned the genie, she wants the wishes, so she helps him out to find his missing plug. Like, it could have been really fun, and it was. It was a very funny book. It could have been awesome, and it wasn't bad. It was wild, absolutely wild. Did not expect that. I didn't love the writing. It wasn't the worst writing I've ever read, but it was just really simplistic. The dialogue was really explanatory, you know? It didn't feel like genuine conversation. It was just like, I need to tell you this thing to further the plot. Yes, I understand. Now let me tell you this bit to further the plot. You know? I don't know if I'm glad I read it or not, but I guess I'm glad that it's finally off my TBR so I can stop thinking about it. But I'm probably going to think about specific scenes for a really long time. At the end of the day, I have rated it 1.7 4.75. I felt like I couldn't give it a 1 because like it wasn't bad, but I was like, I don't really want to give it a 2 because it also wasn't good. You know? But yeah, it's been a journey with this vlog. But yeah, that is going to wrap up this vlog because I'm staying with the 4 planned rolls and then the 1 double that I did. I'm not gonna read any more for this, but I did have so much fun picking up my books this way, and I got to read some books that I've wanted to for ages. I read a lot of stuff from my TBR that I was desperately trying to get to, and it was really fun to it was like mood reading, but not. Like I was mood reading because I didn't have a plan and I just picked what I felt like in the moment. But, you know, there was that bit of help with the prompts. So it was so much fun. Can I remember what I started this with? I read Ghosts, 5 stars, so good. Absolutely amazing. Then I'm Afraid of Men, another fantastic book with a 4.75. And then The Ghost in the Hole, 5 stars. I think this is gonna be like my favorite of the month, maybe. It was so good. It was kind of everything I've ever wanted. And then finished on a low note with Ghosted at 1.75. So definitely a bit of a roller coaster for this Spookopoly Readathon vlog thing. It was an interesting time, to say the least, and it got me to read a bunch of books that I've been putting off for ages. Oh, is there a puppy? Is there a puppy? Hi. Hi. And that's my suitcase I haven't unpacked yet. I don't want to unpack. We do a good boy. Shush a good boy. Alright, I'm gonna go and keep cuddling my puppy. Alright, I need to stop talking. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.